That's gooey, ballyhooly Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking pan.
And any shop girl can be a top girl if she pleases the tired businessman.
Hooray for Hollywood!
I'll never forget the first time I heard about Hollywood. It was on a Sunday afternoon in 1979, and my sisters and I were with our friends at a movie theater on the military base in Baden-Baden, Germany, watching The Muppet Movie. At the very start of that film, Hollywood is defined as a place that anyone, even a frog, could go to become rich and famous and make millions of people happy. That dream sounded pretty good to an 11-year-old me, and I have to be honest with you, it still sounds pretty good today.
You've got talent, kid. You can make millions of people happy.
Millions of people happy.
Millions!
Well, it only took 30 years, but here I am at the corner of Hollywood and Vine, on my way 2 blocks west to Hollywood and Highland and the Kodak Theater. For not only have I finally made it to this place they call Tinseltown, but I'm on my way to the Oscars as well. No, I might never be rich and famous, but while I'm here, I'm definitely hoping to make at least 2 people happy. Specifically, you and me. Yes, here I am, out and about in Hollywood, on my way to the 81st Annual Academy Awards.
Well, climb aboard the bus. We'll have breakfast at Hollywood and Vine.
Out and about. I got everything going for me. All the girls, they look so pretty. I'm fine when I'm out and about.
Welcome to the red carpet at the 81st Annual Academy Awards. I can't believe I'm standing here, but I have a job to do, so let me do that. I'm at the very end of the red carpet. Now, what's going to happen today is the stars will arrive in their limousines at Hollywood and Highland, and then they will walk down the red carpet past the crowds who have gathered here. Now, it isn't just walk up, stand here, yell and scream for people. There are bleachers for folks who put their names in and won their seat in a lottery, and they will be the ones cheering on the stars, in addition to all the media who have gathered here today. So the folks, the nominees, the presenters will walk down the red carpet, and then they will turn to their right, which is exactly to my left. I'm at the end of the red carpet, right at the entrance of the Kodak Theater, and in front of me are 2 large Oscar statues. And once they go past me, then it's up the stairwell and into the theater for the awards themselves. It's sort of the calm before the storm right now, and I'm not sure it's going to stay quiet out here very long once people start arriving. And those arrivals are expected at any minute. Baz is here from the London Daily Mail, and he's covered the Academy Awards a few times, so this is my first Oscars.
You're a new boy.
I am a new boy. What tips can you give me?
Don't drink too much, alcohol or otherwise.
Okay, so no bottled water?
No bottled water. You need to pay attention, you know, because this year particularly, all the awards are coming thick and fast in different orders. So, you know, if you start drinking a bottle of water and you're in the bathroom when the best actress is being called, you'll catch a big cold.
Okay. So don't drink. Anything else?
Good shoes, comfortable shoes.
I've got comfortable shoes, yeah.
Yes, that's the major thing, believe you me. Comfortable shoes, don't drink too much, and smile, always smile. Otherwise, they scream at you.
Okay. Now, am I going to have a good time?
Yeah, it is possible to have a good laugh. I mean, look, you know, I came here this afternoon annoyed because I'm in the 3rd row, but you're a nice guy, so that's cool.
Thank you.
But look, you just have to sort of imagine that there are millions of people around the world who'd rather be where we are now, and they're not.
Everybody, if you haven't seen the great documentary Man on Wire that's up for Best Documentary, you must see it, and this is the man it's all about.
I'm on the red carpet with Philippe Petit, the man who walked from one of the World Trade Center towers to the other. What was more daunting, the walk across those 2 buildings or being here on the red carpet tonight?
Oh, it's incomparable. No. Of course, it's the walk. But I walked many times. It was a 45 minutes performance with 8 crossings.
As it was telling your story, what did you think when you finished watching the movie?
I was almost moved to tears because here I was seeing a slice of my life, one of the most important moments of my life on screen, and telling a story, you know, so I was very moved.
And what do you think is going to happen in here tonight? Does it matter?
Well, I have the personality of a winner, so I know we're going to win. And if we don't win, I would have won already in my head.
Merci Philippe, bonne chance.
Merci.
Here's Kevin Kline and Phoebe Cates, two of my favorites in the entire world. I'm glad to have the two of you here. Kevin, do you mind if I ask your wife to tell me how I look in a tux? Do you mind that?
Not at all.
Phoebe, would you mind? How do I look in this tux? I need a professional woman's opinion. What do you think?
You look hot.
From Phoebe Cates, no less. Thank you very much.
How dare you? I've never been...
Kevin, come on, you look really good too.
Oh, that's nice coming from you. I'd rather hear it from my wife. Thanks.
Here's Chris Williams from Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, an Oscar nominee. Did you ever think growing up that you and I, two Canadians, would be standing here in the red carpet?
As a matter of fact, I did. I had a premonition when I was young. No, the truth is, this is very out of the ordinary for me. I'm not used to being at events where there are blimps and helicopters hovering and wearing suits and seeing A-listers everywhere. It's all very new, and I couldn't ever imagine this would be where my interest in cartoons would take me.
So Bolt is a film that you and your co-director Byron are nominated for this evening. How has he been today, Byron? Has he been nervous? He's been all right to deal with?
He's been taller than usual. He's a very tall man, but he looks dapper, doesn't he?
He does. He looks great. Well done.
He cleans up nice.
Thank you. Yeah, last time I saw you, you had a Bob and Doug McKenzie shirt on, and now you look fantastic in your tuxedo.
Well, thank you very much. I had to wear the Bob and Doug shirt so you'd recognize me as a Canadian. So what are your hopes for tonight? You're up against Wall-E and Kung Fu Panda, a couple of juggernauts. What are your hopes for tonight?
Well, the cliche is they always say it's nice to be nominated, but truthfully, those are such strong films. Kung Fu Panda was fantastic, and Wall-E is just breathtaking, and so just to be in that company is really exciting for us, and we feel a privilege just being here.
Byron, was this one of those cases where when you heard you were nominated against Wall-E and Kung Fu Panda, you were thinking, why those two?
Well, no, it is a good year. You got Wall-E, Kung Fu Panda, and also Waltz with Bashir, which we thought might be a competitor in our category. But the nice thing is that it is sort of a new golden age of animation, and it's a small industry, so we have friends at all the studios. So if one person makes a great film, it's great for all of us.
Byron, thanks for talking to me. Chris, go Canada. Thanks for joining me.
All right, thank you very much.
Here is Sir Ben Kingsley. It's nice to meet you, sir.
And you, my wife, Daniela.
Daniela, nice to meet you. May I ask you a question about The Love Guru, being from Canada and all?
Oh, yes.
What did you think of The Love Guru and their win at the Razzie Awards?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I'm so honored and delighted. I wish I would be there to make the acceptance speech, but I can't. So can I make it now?
Yes, go ahead. That's why we love you. Well, Daniel Craig, the current James Bond, is walking by in front of us, and I don't think he's going to stop, because there's Anne Hathaway as well, but the young kids from Slumdog Millionaire are getting autographs from Daniel Craig. I think it's better he talks to them as opposed to talking to us. After all, they've traveled halfway around the world to be here. So what did that feel like to get James Bond's autograph?
It's amazing. I'm like his biggest fan. I love all the Bond movies. I've seen all of them. And it's like, I use the phone that he used in Quantum of Solace. And, amazing. Seriously.
And so what's it like being in Hollywood? Are you having fun?
Oh, I love it. This place is 3 times my city. It's amazing.
Are you having fun too?
Yeah, I never thought that I would be in Oscars. It's my first award ceremony and it's Oscars. And we are on the Oscars red carpet. It's unbelievable.
Well, you guys try to have fun, okay?
Yeah. We will.
Those are the young stars from Slumdog Millionaire. Great little kids. Weren't they nice?
Absolutely fantastic. So eloquent and quick and witty as in the film.
Mr. Fred Willard.
Yes, thank you.
Honor to meet you, sir.
Thank
How are you?
I'm fine.
And this is your first Oscars, which I find hard to believe.
It is. Well, I don't think I've ever been nominated or close to. I've been to Emmys and thing, but I'm in Wall-E, which gives me the little reason to be here, so it's great.
Did you ever want to be here before?
No, not really. I used to sit home and just watch it. Then later we were at that Night of 1,000 Stars where you go and meet. And and for 3 months I've been saying, gosh, maybe I'll be invited because Wall-E's invited. Now suddenly I'm here and say, oh boy. But it's still fun. We're through the line. We've made it. I understand the award show is almost over. Yes.
The fact that you're in Wall-E, do you find yourself walking around sometimes going, Wall-E?
I wake up at night when I hear that, Wall-E, yes. No, it's a wonderful movie, and I'd feel very good if it won. And but even if it doesn't win, it's a wonderful movie.
Name? Wall-E.
Peter Gabriel and Kate Winslet are the last two to walk the red carpet as the ceremony is about to begin, and I'm prepared to be a little bit late to have the chance to talk with Peter Gabriel or Kate Winslet, so here I stand. Here's Peter Gabriel, who's nominated for a song from Wall-E. What has your experience been walking down the red carpet?
Well, it's a very strange environment, but it's quite fun to do it once in a while on this side. Normally we're sitting on the sofa at home like everybody else, and so it's fun, and to have a nomination, that's make it a little more exciting in there.
Tell me about your new album that's coming out in the spring.
Well, I'm working on a project which is sort of an artistic exchange where you sing one of my songs and I'll sing one of yours type thing.
Is that an invitation? Because I accept.
Right, okay, done. Okay.
All right. Tonight.
Okay, take care.
Well, let's leave it at that. Peter Gabriel, wow. Oh, kid, candy store, me, fantastic. Well, and with that, the red carpet is done. It's backstage now to talk with some of the winners here at the 81st Annual Academy Awards. But what an experience being on the red carpet, seeing the stars up close as they walk past, some of them walking past faster than others, and those who stopped. What a fantastic night this has been. And we're just getting started. We've still got the Academy Awards to be given out. I hope you're ready.
No puedo parar de llorar. Me he escondido en un pasillo durante 15 minutos a hablar por teléfono y a llorar.
Backstage now at the Academy Awards, and this is the room where the media from around the world have gathered now, and as soon as the filmmakers and actors and actresses win their Oscars, they go through another media room where they pose for photographs, and then they come into this room where folks like me get the chance to ask them questions. Penelope Cruz is on stage now answering questions from the media, so let's listen in.
Before you came today, did you speak to Woody Allen? Did he give you some advice or guidance before you hit the carpet?
Today?
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to call Woody right now.
What would you say to him?
He sent me flowers last week when I won for BAFTA, and we've been speaking sometimes during all these things. But I call Woody sometimes just to say hello, and I adore him. I think he's so funny and charming and so peculiar, unique. And of course, today I have to talk to Woody to thank him. Thank you. Thank you.
As expected, Heath Ledger did win the Academy Award as Best Supporting Actor for his work in The Dark Knight, and his sister, father, and mother have joined us backstage to answer some questions.
We have Heath's father, Kim Ledger, his mother, Sally Bell, and his sister, Kate Ledger.
You mentioned that you and Heath had this discussion that maybe this would be something he would be at. Can you tell us more about that discussion and how special does that seem now?
Yes, when Heath came home for Christmas a year ago, he had been sending me, shots and bits and pieces from the film, and he hadn't seen it, I hadn't seen it, no one had really seen it, but he knew, and I said to him, I have a feeling this is it for you. You're gonna get a nomination for this, for the Academy. And he just looked at me and smiled. So he knew.
What do you think he would have made of the entire season that we've been through now when he's been so celebrated?
I think he would have been quietly pleased because I think he enjoyed the performance he did. I think he was very proud of what he did. Heath was never one to be over the top with anything, but I think he would be really quietly pleased.
There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever. Then why do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No, you complete me.
Well, in case you're actually wondering what happens back here, the Oscar winners come through a door that's on the right-hand side of a stage. They are introduced by a member of the Academy, and then they go up on the stage, and you have to hold your number up. My number is 133, and you hold your number up, and if there's time, they choose you, and you get to ask the person on stage a question.
And we're going to 133, and then we'll go to 237, which will be the last question.
Congratulations to you guys, the team for visual effects who won for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Let's go back to nomination day back in January, and you find out that you're up against The Dark Knight and Iron Man. And now you stand here with the Academy Award. Go back to nomination day and tell us what you were thinking, with no profanity.
Well, I mean, honestly, the work on The Dark Knight and Iron Man is amazing. So I thought, to me, I felt it was a level playing field. I didn't want to believe that, our work was better. I just wanted to let everyone else decide which was the better work.
The team from Slumdog Millionaire has had what I think could be described as a pretty good night. Did you guys see this coming?
There was something about the way we made the film. We were all really loved up when we made it. We were like a big family, and it was this huge team. I mean, you saw us all on stage tonight together, and that makes me really, really happy, that we all did it together. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this expression, there's this amazing poet, British poet called W.H. Auden, and he wrote this amazing poem, and he says about Americans putting jukebox, he says, soon you'll be putting, and it was to do when the America was trying to travel to the moon. It's really interesting because, of course, India's now going to the moon. This is the plan. And he talks in this poem about putting jukeboxes on the moon. Soon you'll be putting jukeboxes on the moon. And I love that expression. And that's what tonight feels like. Just amazing like that, something, the bringing together of things which are just so unlikely and yet wonderful, and about entertainment and pleasure and exploring things and changing things. Anyway.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kate Winslet, a performer who I adore, is now answering people's questions.
Thank you very much. It's sort of dawning on me now that I just won an Oscar. It's only starting to sink in, just right now, actually. Oh, my God.
Hi, Kate Winslet. Baz.
Baz, where are you?
Over here. So, Kate, I've been covering you since you were 17, and you were just
I know you have. That's why I had to come down there.
You were just a little girl from Reading. So just tell me how this little girl from Reading feels tonight,
Like a little girl from Reading. Like a little girl from Reading. Did you see my mum and dad? My mum won a pickled onion competition in their local pub just before Christmas, and, that was a big deal. And the Reading Evening Post sent me a picture of her holding up her jar. Well, Reading Evening Post, there's your next Winslet picture. It's unbelievable. I mean, you just don't think that these dreams that seem so silly and so impossible could ever really come true. And having been here before and lost, to be here and win, I've got to tell you, winning is really a lot better than losing. Really a lot better.
Thank you and congratulations.
Oh, thanks! Yes!
We have the winner for Best Actor, Mr. Sean Penn from Milk.
You spoke very emotionally about your competition this evening with Mickey Rourke. Could you speak a little bit about your relationship and what you feel about him and sort of the sense of how you guys have grown together?
Yeah, I've known Mickey for over 25 years, and I can't speak for his consistent sense of me because he's an excellent bridge burner at times, but we've had for the most part a very close friendship. He's somebody that I have alternately looked up to and advised. I've directed. I've wanted to work with. I've admired, and quite literally had me almost throughout The Wrestler and, weeping. He's one of our most talented actors. He always was. I don't really think of it as, comebacks are funny, and they talk about that with him, but everyone in this room has to make a comeback every day. Life's tough. I think what's sensational about him is what's always been sensational about him. He's simply one of the great poetic talents in acting and that we have.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Don't say anything. Can I just tell you, if you say anything about politics or the campaign or what speech you have to give or anything, I swear to God, I'm going to stab you with this fork.
I just wanted to say that this is the most wonderful dinner I have ever had.
The Oscars have all been given out. The winners have all come backstage to talk to us media types. And they're now off partying at the Governor's Ball, Elton John's party, Madonna's party, and others. And so that's just about it for me backstage at the Oscars this year. And what an evening, what an experience to have the chance to be around the nominees, to speak with some of the winners, and just talk with colleagues of mine from around the world who are all here reporting on this 81st annual event. Yes, it was 30 years ago in a dark theater in Germany where I first heard the word Hollywood. But it was on this night that I really had the chance to experience it. And what a night. Out and about in Hollywood at the 81st Annual Academy Awards, I'm Dan Reynish.
You've got talent, kid. You can make millions of people happy. Millions of people happy? Millions!